Breanna Stewart went 18 of 21 from the line against Indiana. And that free throw column tells you more about Saturday's loss than any officiating gripe will. This is Indiana Fever Daily. We've got the Liberty loss, Kelsey Mitchell's 5,000th, and Clark on the record about those trade rumors.
Yeah, the Atlanta bounce felt good for about a day. Then New York hangs 83, and we're right back in it.
5-6 now. So let's start where the points actually went. Stewart at the line.
21 attempts, Sarah. You can complain about the whistle, but we still didn't have an answer for her in the half court.
Right, and look at who was guarding her on those drives. She manufactured points without needing a field goal, and that turns into a foul trouble problem for Indiana's front court rotation.
It kept happening late. Fourth quarter, she's just walking to the line, and our defense had no counter. That's the part that should scare people.
It's the same road discipline issue we flagged before Washington, except now there's box score proof. They can identify it, they still haven't fixed it.
SI had a lineup shift piece after Atlanta. I want to know if their fix even survives a Stewart matchup, because it sure didn't show up Saturday.
Let's give the good news its moment, though. Mitchell hit 5,000 career points in the Atlanta win, and Coach White credited her publicly.
5,000. And it's nice to hear White actually say her name, because so much of this offense gets boiled down to one player.
Her usage over this stretch is real. The milestone marks how much this team leans on her shot making, especially when the spacing tightens.
Exactly. Mitchell is the steadier scoring engine right now, and that gets buried every single week.
And on the noise side, Clark pushed back on the trade rumors directly this week. She was addressing the media framing, not just the speculation itself.
Which is the player talking about how she's covered, not the rating symbol everyone keeps building. That connects right back to the org's whole relationship with coverage lately.
It does put narrative control back on the table, but credit where it's due, that's her on the record answering it herself instead of letting it run.
Good. Now if the defense could break its silence on Breanna Stewart, I'd feel a lot better.
Here's CBS Sports.
New York. Breanna Stewart made 18 of 21 free throws and scored 30 points to help the New York Liberty rally to beat the Indiana Fever 83-75 on Saturday night. The Liberty, 7-4, who have won 4 straight games, trailed by double digits in the second half. New York was down 66-62 midway through the fourth quarter before going on a 19-4 run to take the lead.
Final from New York. Liberty 83, Fever 75. Indiana led by double digits in the second half and gave it back on a 19-4 run. Here's the box score reality. Stewart went 18 of 21 from the line, and Indiana watched her make 11 of 12 during that fourth quarter burst. Luck with the whistle doesn't explain that. Stewart kept manufacturing points, and the Fever had no answer.
Up 4 with 6 minutes left, and then nothing. 33 free throws for New York, 11 for Indiana. And I'm not even reaching for the refs. I'm asking how we kept putting Stewart on the line in the fourth. And it's not like Sabrina Ionescu was even out there. Still just one game all season for her. The Liberty rallied without their all-star guard. That's the part that stings.
This is exactly the road discipline thing I flagged going into Washington. Give up 83 and let one player draw 21 attempts, and a double-digit lead doesn't survive. Indiana's 5-5, and the leak is obvious. Late game fouling. From Stephanie White at Yahoo Sports.
On Thursday, Indiana kicked off their WNBA Commissioner's Cup title defense with an 83-71 win over the Atlanta Dream. The Fever was spearheaded by Mitchell, who put up 25 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. This offensive explosion by the 3-time WNBA All-Star also helped her reach the 5,000-point milestone.
Kelsey Mitchell, 5,000 career points, and Stephanie White made her the first name out of her mouth in that post-game speech. Quote, Kelsey Mitchell, 5,000 points. That's the standard. Sit with that for a second, because so much of this offense gets collapsed into one name in the national coverage. White put Mitchell right at the center.
25 points, 5,000 career, and the whole locker room chanting her name. That's the moment of the week, honestly. After the Liberty loss we just talked about, I needed that clip. And it came in the Commissioner's Cup opener over Atlanta, the same cup they're trying to defend. Milestone night in a title chase. Mitchell doesn't get nearly enough of this.
Under the milestone, the number I'm watching is usage. She's putting up 25 and 30-point nights. May 9th against Dallas was 30, so we're past ceremonial flowers here. White's leaning on her. From Robin Lundberg at Sports Illustrated.
It's worth considering whether a shift up front could benefit both her and the team, with the natural change coming in the form of Myisha Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen has proven to be a solid screener for Clark and adds fluidity to the Fever offense with her passing and movement while still being a presence around the basket on the boards and in holding her ground defensively.
Okay, the SI lineup piece. They want Hines-Allen in for Billings up front, and honestly, the box score backs it up. Billings went scoreless against Atlanta in 13 minutes, fewer minutes than every bench player.
4 straight games under 20 minutes for a marquee free agent pickup. At some point, the staff is telling you something about the fit.
And the case for Hines-Allen is the spacing. She screens for Clark, she moves, she's less redundant next to Boston. There's a real tactical fix in there, not just a hot take about benching somebody.
Here's my hesitation, Joey. This piece is built off the Atlanta win. We just walked through the Liberty Gametracker. 83 points hung on Indiana. A lineup tweak doesn't touch the problem that actually cost them Saturday.
Yeah, no, I hear you. The front court redundancy is real, but if Stewart's getting to the line 21 times, swapping Billings for Hines-Allen isn't plugging that leak.
From Yahoo Sports.
I mean, I don't really know why we're still on this. We, the Fever, don't blatantly sit there and talk about everything you guys were writing and what's in the media. We're just talking about how we can be better as a team, and that means that we're good.
Okay, Clark actually said it out loud. I don't really know why we're still on this. That's the player talking, not a quote machine spitting out a ratings line.
And be precise about what she said versus how it's been framed all week. The reporting got so far down the road there was a destination attached, the LA Sparks, per Yahoo, before she even got a microphone.
The Sparks? Like they'd just ship a third-year all-star across the country a few weeks into the season. That's how detached the rumor mill got from anything happening on the floor.
What she actually emphasized was the locker room. We have each other's backs. That's the part the trade machine coverage skips because it's less fun than a fake deadline.
And the timing matters. She's pushing back on media narratives the same week the org's whole relationship with coverage has been a live wire. Connects back to the credential mess that's still sitting there unresolved.
If you like keeping up with the Fever every day, try Angel City Daily Podcast, a daily ACFC supporter briefing with match reaction, NWSL standings, roster moves, women's soccer in Los Angeles, and supporter buzz. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. We've put the links to every story from today's episode in the show notes. So if something caught your ear, you can dig in there and read more. That's it for Indiana Fever Daily Podcast this Monday. This is a Lantern podcast.